studying the Bible this morning, I don't read the Bible. I don't just read the Bible. I study it. Okay. And if you just read the Bible, if you just like read something, you're only going to be aware of that something. You need to actually go ahead and study that something in order to transform something in your life. Okay. So it's not easy to try and do stuff while you're filming. Why the hell this thing beeps when I put my thing off? But let me just fucking pull this thing inside. There we go. SVJ baby, we got the Pagani there. But yeah, guys, what I was studying this morning, and I just like to do these videos like this, and people be like, "Oh, Llados, why the hell you start a video like that?" And you say, "I don't care, dude. This is what I am. This is my life, and I don't really need to plan everything. Everything is the best things happen without even thinking. And the thing is that when you think, that's a problem. Everything goes to shit, bro. You don't have to think. You actually have to, let yourself, flow, okay? Like this garage, we got here the 812 covered, By the way, the Rolls Royce, they're going to bring it back today from the shop. I did some custom seat belts, crazy. I love to customize my cars, guys. Like here, even the Pagani, I customized this thing, bro. Let me show you what I did. And you see, I'll just start doing a video. Don't worry, guys. I'll get to the point I wanted to tell you, but I love to share everything with you guys. So check this, bro. Check this thing. Is so crazy. Okay, let me open this thing for you. Just check out that thing, and let me show you what I did. You see that right there? Let me see if you. That right there. That's downpipe. And that's custom build, same color, same gold color as the car, to match the piece of art. It's crazy, dude. All my cars are customized. I love to do this stuff. It's just something I like to do, and God will bless you with everything that you like if you actually, follow through. Let me 1 second close this stuff. But yeah, so let me drop what I started this morning with the Bible, and it was everything to do with how to actually control temptations. Okay, baby, I'm home. I'm doing a video. I'm doing a video in English. How was your gym session?
Nice.
Oh, I never showed you in my English channel. People may think I don't have a wife.
Well, you do.
And you want to say something for my English followers?
Hi.
She wants to say hi.
Me.
Oh, he's baby boy. Oh, he's baby boy. But guys, here my wife and me, if you go this same channel, go to the first videos. You can even type Llados Hostel. If you go to my first videos, you see my wife and me cooking eggs in cheapest, apartment in Inglewood, right? Mm-hmm. Inglewood in LA, which is one of the worst areas. I was living in a hostel. So life was not like this, okay, a few years ago, but you can make it like this. And this is the point of this video. So, okay, what I was studying about in the Bible was how, sons of God can actually control temptation. And I'm going to break it through real fast. Gigi wants to come outside. I want to break it with you real fast so you can understand how to do it. Because when you understand that, sinning, it's a process, and you understand the process you undergo to sin, you can, not sin. So that's the goal, not do bad stuff. Gigi, what are you doing, Gigi? You want to play? She always wants to play. She always wants to play. She always wants to play. Gigi. Gigi. So let me explain you guys. It's a process, and there's a versicle in the Bible when Psalms 1, chapter 1, versicle 1, and that versicle is talking about, there's 3 verbs that are key in that versicle. The first one is walking, walking towards people that are sinning. The second one is stopping, and the third one is sitting down, and depending on what, Bible you read, you will see those 3 verbs: walking, stopping, standing still, and sitting down. And that's actually the process that God is teaching us throughout we sin, So if you walk, let's put this example of a nightclub and drugs, okay? And, women, for example, party. If you walk by a nightclub, but you walk by and you don't stop, you're not going to sin, because you're not going to do drugs or, have sex with women, and fall into lust. But what if you stop? Now you stop, and now you are exposed to that environment. So now you are one step closer to actually sitting down and actually sinning. So guys, that is always a process. And when you give your life to Jesus, okay, I have it here tattooed, okay, Son of God, Jesus. When you give your life to Jesus, you will receive the power. There's another versicle in the Bible that says, I can do anything with Jesus. He gives me the power. What does that mean? That we can do anything, bro. I am the living proof, and many of my students are the living proof of this versicle. Look my life, I've turned my life to a crazy. I've done everything I wanted to do. That's why the point in my life right now, if I would not be all day serving other people, I'm completely bored and out of purpose, because I've really done everything more than I ever dreamed of in my life. Like, look at this backdrop. It's absolutely crazy in Miami. A mansion like this in the water in Miami is absolutely nuts, okay? And when someone that has the Holy Spirit, so that strength of Jesus is the Holy Spirit, Jesus gives you the strength through giving you the Holy Spirit. It's the Trinity: God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit. They're actually all God, because Jesus is a reflection, is God. Holy Spirit is God. Many parts in the Bible, they show you that. But when we are servants of Jesus and we're sons of God, we still get temptations. The temptations is still there, but we just take the decision of not stopping. We don't even walk in front of the nightclub. We don't even walk. But even if in our life, let's say with me, in my case, women, okay? Women are my temptations, The last temptation I really beat was women a year ago. I'm married 9 years, and I still had other women. I had sex with other women. That was my biggest temptation, and the biggest part where the devil was attacking me. So I stopped that over a year ago. So let's say that's my biggest temptation still today. So let's say right now I came from the gym, and I saw there was a few hot chicks, There was a few hot Latinas that before I would be like, damn, and I'll be like thinking like, how can I talk to them? Or maybe I can see them on Instagram, or I can cross paths. So, I was walking around the idea of that. And as soon as I had the chance, I would stop, and make an interaction. And by sitting down, it will be the action of like talking with her, regularly. So guys, I decide not to, through my spirit, acting through the spirit, the strength that Jesus gives me, I decide not to even actually go that way. I see the temptation is there, but I just fucking look somewhere else. So sinning is a process that you guys are repeatedly doing. So once you understand this, you can actually master life. This 11 minutes of video, it's actually fucking crazy, dude. It's mind-blowing what I just dropped to you guys. The gem that I just dropped you is how to actually control, literally, everything in your life that is actually negative. It's actually how to control the devil, which is actually crazy. You guys need to rewatch this video and reflect on what I said and take notes and identify this process again and again. And I'm gonna just leave it right here and drop you one little more gem so you can actually apply this. Think about one thing in your life that you're trying to quit doing that is actually hurting you. Okay, let's say, you're married or you have a girlfriend and you wanna have sex with other women. What are you doing? How are you walking around that sin? You are checking chicks on Instagram. You are looking for chicks in the gym. You are looking for chicks. So just don't do that. Don't even walk around that temptation, dude. Don't let the devil the door open. Don't check chicks on Instagram or just fucking, unfollow all the chicks. Just literally don't even look the explore page. Just like follow someone like me or someone that's only giving you good stuff. You're not going to see chicks in my page. You're not going to see you're gonna only see my wife, but you're not gonna see anything that's actually going to be bad for you. So channel through. Don't let that temptation start, which will end up in sin. Obviously, in order to be able to do this and have that strength, you guys need to accept Jesus. And you need to say a prayer as simple as something like, Jesus, I know that you died for me in the cross. I know that you died for my sins, my past sins, my present sins, and my future sins. And I know that you came back to life 3 days after. You died on the cross, okay? This is why I glorify Jesus with this here. You died on the cross for me so that, my sins can be cleared. And I give you my life. I give you my business. I give you my marriage. I give you my will. From now on, I want you to control my will, my life, my business, my actions, my thoughts. And if you say that, something like that doesn't have to be exactly that, bro. And you actually mean that shit. And you say it from the bottom of your heart. Well, now you will be walking with Jesus. And now you have that power. So next time this temptation comes, you think, with the power of the Holy Spirit, I can resist this. You ask the Holy Spirit, hey, Holy Spirit, help me out here, bro. Do this shit for me. Because you're not strong enough, bro. Your skin, your human, characteristics are weak, dude. So you're going to fall into that shit. Okay, guys? Wanted to drop that here with you. Anything else? You have here the free masterclass. You can check it out. And whenever you want to join a university and join a group of people that are actually elevating in every area of life, hit me a DM and let's get all your life to the next level. Love you guys.